Episode 3. I can't believe it. This is good. This is good. From a 1 to a 2 to a 3. That's good. So we are going to do one more episode. This is from the Glengarry. I guess it was September
5th meeting.
29th meeting. Yeah, September 29th meeting. Right. So this is Northern Perspective, episode 03. Our interview with or talking points with Mayor Jamie MacDonald. So thank you for coming in for a third time.
Thank you for inviting me.
This is the charm. Third time is the charm.
There you go.
Yes, it is. So we have a few things on our sheet here. The Ontario SPCA had a delegation about animal care needs, and they said that they reported a doubling of animal intake since 2023, which is not too long ago. And they presented plans for a new regional animal center and veterinary clinic.
Yes.
And they requested $20,000 contribution from North Glengarry, not just to you. We had Mayor Lachlan MacDonald. They also requested to them as well, spread over 5 years to help fund the project. So how does council weigh supporting external services like the SPCA, which are essential to the community, but not directly municipal responsibilities?
Yeah, so that's been a difficult conversation for a while. We're funding, as we did last year, we funded the Maxville Manor, which are very important. But again, healthcare and seniors' healthcare is not in our wheelhouse. And we're looking at the hospitals in a redevelopment plan here in at Glengarry Memorial Hospital. So, I'm sure they'll be coming to us for money. So it's a balancing act to decide, what we can and can't do. The SPCA, they are building an $8 million building. They've already...
Where are they building this?
It's at the end of 2nd Street West.
Okay.
They'll be building it there, and they do an important job in the community. There's no doubt about that. It's, we just need to decide if that's something that we're able to fund. And if we are, then, we would be happy to do so. But it all comes down to budget. So we told them at the meeting that we will refer to budget time, which is coming up very soon.
Right.
So we will. It's a balancing act with everything that we have. So it's we obviously all of council is in support of the SPCA,
of course,
but it's also we have to take the taxpayers into account for this. So.
Always, yes.
Yep.
Very important. So you're recruiting a new CAO.
Yep.
Okay. And at the meeting, there was also some discussion of personnel policy reviews.
Yep.
So you initiated the process for the CAO. So this is a two-part question. One of them is for the CAO, what's the qualities that you're looking for in a new CAO? And for the updated personnel reviews, how does that improve? How do you feel it improves township operations?
Okay, so first for the CAO, we're looking for someone with a minimum 10 years experience in the municipal world. We're looking for someone that's has a business background as well. Accounting would be great. As everything that we do at the municipality has to do with our budgets, and so and that's just aside from those kinds of things. University degree and certain in public. I can't remember what the name of the actual courses was in the ad, but we want someone that's energetic, someone that's
someone that understands Glengarry as well too.
Yes, exactly. I mean, you have to. It's hard to hire a CAO that's coming from a big city. They don't understand the rural life, and so we're looking for someone that will work with our ratepayers as well as work with council and with staff. So looking for that kind of dynamic person.
And on for example, the personnel policy review.
Yep.
We
were coming out with a council. We put out a council code of conduct a few meetings ago.
Mm-hmm.
We approved that. So now we're looking at an employee code of conduct. But in doing that, we're looking back at there's personnel policies. There's all these kinds of policies that are kind of standalone or not, and some of them are very outdated. A cell phone policy from 2017 isn't
Okay.
relevant to 2025.
Mm-hmm.
The uh, the mileage policy is from 2012. So these kinds. So we just decided to put the brakes on for a minute, and Tim is going to work on that. Tim Simpson is going to work on that over the next couple of months while he's here to get us something to the table that will be beneficial for the new CAO coming in, and it's also for employees as well. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we want to make sure that they understand that we're open to hearing if there's issues and how that works, and also we want to make sure that we're talking with our employees and having a good relationship. Now this the employee policy, obviously it goes to all the employees, but particularly the non-union employees.
Mm-hmm.
The union employees, we work with a collective bargaining agreement,
Okay.
and it's gone well with our unions. We did have that strike last year with recreation.
Disagreements are disagreements.
But we came to a fairly quick conclusion on that. So we're happy to keep moving forward.
Okay, so the 2024 audited financial statements,
Mm-hmm.
the audit showed that you had a near break-even surplus.
So
So you still have
I have a
some.
comment on that.
Okay, well, okay. So,
Okay.
so let me finish this.
Yeah.
So you still have challenges, okay, for sort of with long-standing insurance receivable, sort of, and there's new accounting standards. So for asset retirement obligations. So
Yep.
what's we discussed this before the interview here, and then it says council here opted for a phased approach to manage these. And so can you say more about what?
Sure. So first off, just on the near break even comment by the auditor, and she's absolutely correct when you're looking at the global budget. We have an operating budget of nearly $13 million. We have a capital budget of $8 million plus. So yeah, $200,000 on $22 million is small. But when you look at it from the perspective of how we do our budgets as a municipality, our $200,000 represents nearly 3%. So 1% is about $75,000. So that's when we're talking about, we have to raise your taxes by 2% or 4% or 5% to get there. That 200,000 represents 3% of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it may not be big in the global budget, but it's big for us as far.
But it also shows decent budget management as well too.
Yeah, no. So staff did a great job doing that. So as you say, it's easy for something major to go wrong and blows your budget. So we had a good budget year. To talk about the phased approach, it's we have an insurance collectible that we aren't going to be able to collect, so we need to write that off. And also talking about the employees are allowed to bank 2 weeks of vacation going into the next year, but you can't keep carrying over to 4 and to 6. And the auditors were just looking at that. So the phased approach is more, just taking down that insurance, slowly by, $100,000 a year for the next 4 years, and also to just, with employees is to get our department heads to make sure that they are using their. So we're hoping to, have that cleared up by January as far as the vacations.
So my fourth point, or point number 4 here, residential growth and developmental approvals. So council approved zoning bylaws for surplus dwelling severances and secondary units for more flexible housing. But they also authorized what they call the 44 unit Trillium Landing subdivision in Alexandria, that has parking considerations built into the plan. So we obviously need to build a little bit more. So how is North Glengarry balancing this housing infrastructure capacity, um, and with community character, and your thoughts on
So first off, just when we talk about the what was on the agenda that night was the Trillium Landing subdivision, and I had to declare a conflict of interest. The owner of that subdivision is my client, so I've had to do this throughout the process to declare a conflict of interest. I mean, I can still speak to it. It is a 44 unit build. We've taken lots of, I say our planning department has done really well, and Peter and Lindsay at the counties have worked really hard with the proponent, as you were talking about, put some character things in there, and not just make it a development that doesn't have you just walk in, like we see a lot of times in the city, you just there's row on row on row.
They call them more projects.
Or so that this will have some character. It was also mentioned that construction on this will start they'll start putting the pipes in the ground this January, and the first move-in dates will be December 2026. So a little over a year from now, we'll have people moving in. He's going to start with the first 2 blocks, and what's unique with this one, and it's the first in Ontario, is that there'll be 4 units per block, and the 2 end units will have secondary dwelling units underneath. So there'll be rentals underneath the 2 end units. So 1 bedroom rentals. So I think, when we're talking about housing and the need for more housing and for more rentals, this will definitely strike a balance.
And this is land that's been vacant for a while.
Geez, that's it's been vacant ever since I can remember. I mean, you're much older than I am, so maybe you remember something. But
no, I think it was vacant for quite a while as well. So
there was a plan of subdivision on that a long time ago by, I think, Mr. Clement. May have had it, and it just never proceeded. So
no, it's very it's actually kind of it's actually going to be something positive for the area, I believe, especially if we want to balance job retention, new jobs, and places for people to live.
No, absolutely, and and I think the Latticer development that's behind the arena is equally as important, in that we're expecting paperwork on that anytime soon. So I would think their timelines will match up. Maybe in January again, to be putting infrastructure in the ground. And I'm not a professional on this, but I've been told it's easier to put infrastructure in the ground when it's frozen. Because
I'm
it's
actually
easier,
surprised that's the first time I hear that.
because you're not dealing with water, or you're not dealing with everything. So I know nothing about construction. But this is what I've been told.
Yeah, well, at least it keeps people working year round in a sense. Oh, okay. You also had at the meeting there was some there was reported some water system challenges, where it says that the reports highlighted a 44% water loss rate. So it prompts so this is prompting the council to invest in what they call leak detection and instantaneous meter reading technologies. So the upgrades obviously are to improve efficiency and reduce waste. Can you say more?
So we've the Alexandria system in particular. I mean, Maxwell's a brand new system, so we're not seeing much water loss there.
Where's the water loss? How does that?
So you'll see there. The system is old in Alexandria, and we've done a lot of work to fix. Any of the I remember one of the ones that was coming underneath the Priest Mill going towards the the post office, and it was just like a full-on hole this big with water going through it. And so we have those. Right now we're changing some valves on from Gurnish Street to St. Paul Street. We're changing valves there. Just this is all part of that.
So
is
this
finding leaks.
so this technology will allow you to.
Yeah, and the other part about when we say 44% water loss, a lot of that is just not being properly. The technology wasn't up to date to properly measure what's going in and what's going out. So I think this is important. And right now when we talk about water loss, it's very important for us. We've gone through. We're in our third. We're going into our fourth month of drought conditions. So. And the weather is beautiful, and it's looking like it's going to be beautiful for the next couple of weeks. But again, we need rain, and so there'll be a little bit more on that. Our CAO is meeting with the RRCA today to discuss that.
Okay, and is there a timeline to see ballpark when sort of these sort of this technology will sort of have an impact?
We'll start seeing some results in the next year for sure.
Okay. Yep. The sort of governance and public engagement on strong mayor powers. So right now there was a public discussion on strong mayor powers, and council discussed opposing such measures, underscoring that a commitment to collaborative and transparency.
Yeah, so that was actually when this came out. So strong mayor powers was given to the province.
So
from the province was given to municipalities with councils of 7 or more.
So what are strong mayor powers?
So what they are is it allows the mayor to basically
override,
in my opinion, hijack the budget process. Okay. The budget would be presented by me. I would have veto powers over changes.
And why did the government?
It was supposed to speak. They wanted it to speed up housing.
Okay.
And and I don't think that this is an issue in the rural area. I don't know of a mayor in all of SDNG and or Prescott Russell that would require these powers at this point.
Okay.
And it's so we myself with council decided that strong mayor powers isn't something that we need. Our councils have always been collaborative, so we decided and we passed a resolution to that effect in August. We were asked a question during question period about what that there are municipalities that have actually sent a letter to the province to saying, take us off the list. We don't want these powers, and so that we're going to discuss that at our next council meeting. And I think I'm in favor of it. So and I think all of council's in favor of it, obviously. So
this is the governance process is about sort of being transparent and
we're all elected. We're just one vote.
We're
just one vote. I'm the person who runs the meeting. I'm the voice of the municipality outside of the meetings, and other than that, my vote is the same as Gary Martin in Maxville. We have the same powers.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so in closing arguments, anything to add? I mean, I have to say that I know I'm putting you on the spot because you haven't seen Mayor Lachlan MacDonald's sort of interview. It just got published before you got here this morning, so you probably didn't see it. But he replied to your last segment that he was indeed pleased to know that he is the last thing you think about before you're going to sleep. He found it quite interesting. He also was also somewhat upset that you were not in the North Glengarry team for the community run challenges. So any messages for?
So I respect that. South Glengarry did beat North Glengarry.
Oh, so okay. So
yeah,
they have a strike in the win.
They've got a W.
They've got a W. Okay.
And I will say that unfortunately our interim CAO Tim Simpson came up limp about 30. He pulled something about 30 meters in. So having said that, watching Mayor MacDonald, Lachlan MacDonald, run. He actually, because I was watching the race when he was running, I was inspired to yell, "Run, Forrest, run!" Like he zipped past us as fast as he could. So I will give him kudos that I think he's approaching 40. I'm not 100% sure.
He did mention he was actually training for this.
Oh,
It was just not off the cuff.
so just so you know, we had a SDG Mayor's Challenge with Ultimate Frisbee.
Okay.
And he trained for that for weeks on end.
Really?
So I mean, he's very competitive.
Yeah.
But all kidding aside, it's fun that we're able to compete that way. And kudos to Lachlan. He participates in everything, and so we have a lot of fun. So it's good.
Good. All right. Anything else to fire back at him, or there's everything is.
I'm starting to feel bad for him a little bit.
Okay.
That, I just feel maybe I should take a week off.
We'll take a week off. So this way he won't have to defend himself, but it's all good. He did acknowledge the spirit of Glengarry and the camaraderie between North and South and both mayors as well. And he does credit you for helping him transition into some of the mayoral sort of issues that he had to deal with. So he does, and then which is kind of nice to see, because as he says, Glengarry my home. It's not North Glengarry, it's not South Glengarry, it is Glengarry my home.
Yeah.
So
sure.
Well, thank you very much for
thank you.
for
Pleasure
coming
to be here
in.
again.
And we'll go and make it an episode 4. So keep watching. As they say on all sort of YouTube or whatever, they say hit that subscribe button. It helps us all to get the the message out there, that we as Glengarrians are a people. We have our own culture. We do understand each other. We've been understanding each other for many, many years, and hopefully we can do this through this channel. So thanks again.
Excellent.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.